Good morning, dear students. My name is Supriya D'Souza and I am your science teacher. I hope you all are fine in this pandemic situation. So, dear students, today we are going to learn lesson number 1, Heredity and Evolution. So, before starting our topic, let us go through some basic concepts which are related to this topic. As you all can see, this is the structure of a cell. The basic unit of life is known as cell. Cell consists cell wall, nucleus and chromosomes. Chromosomes are present inside the nucleus. Chromosomes are made up of DNA and DNA controls the characters of body. For example, characters like your height, hair, eye color, your skin tone. So these all characters of body are controlled by DNA. This is structure of DNA, simple structure of an DNA, and the marked portion is segments of DNA which are also called as gene. And the characters of body are also called as detectable feature. So detectable feature means what? You all can see those characteristics or the traits in the human beings or animals or plants. So these three are the basic concepts which are related to our topic. Now let us move towards heredity. What is heredity? Yes, the process of passing traits or characteristics from parents to offspring is known as heredity. So the few characters from father and few characters from mother are transferred to their baby, and these characteristics are obtained in the baby. The offspring are also called as progeny and the heredity are also called as inheritance. Now, as we have seen the trait concept in heredity, there are two types of traits, inherited traits and acquired traits. So inherited traits means what? The characteristics which are transferred from parents directly to offspring, like the skin tone, hair, eye color. So these are the characteristics which are transferred from parents directly to their offspring. This is known as inherited traits. And the second one is called as acquired traits. Acquired traits means what? The characteristics which are developed throughout the life by their own, like knowledge, like music, dance. These are the characteristics which are developed by the particular person, particular plant, particular animal. So these are the characteristics which are also known as acquired traits. Now, heredity. The concept heredity is discovered by John Gregor Mendel. He was an Austrian monk. He did research on garden pea plant. You all know garden pea plant. So its biological name is Pisum sativum. So Mendel used garden pea plant because it is easy to grow, it has short life cycle, thus it is possible to study number of generation. So instead of animal or instead of human being, he chose garden pea plant, and such on the basis of this research he is known as father of inheritance or hereditary. Understood? Yes. Now in this topic we are going to learn the protein synthesis, and for this protein synthesis we are going to learn transcription, translation and translocation. So what is transcription? It is the process of RNA synthesis. So the process of RNA synthesis is known as transcription. Now, as you all can see the structure of a cell as we have discussed before, it is a cell wall, nucleus and chromosome. This is structure of an DNA, and DNA consists nucleotides. There are 4 types of nucleotides present in DNA: adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. Now, these nucleotides are paired with each other. Why they are paired with each other? Because this sequence is used for the formation of protein. Yes. So, adenine is paired with thymine, guanine with cytosine, cytosine with guanine, and thymine with adenine. So, these 3 concepts are very important for the process of transcription. Okay. So, here in the process of transcription, mRNA is produced as per sequence of nucleotides on DNA. Now, there are few steps present in transcription. So first, this structure which you all can see is the structure of an DNA. Now, DNA has 2 strands. They will separate from each other, and only one strand is used for the process, and that particular strand is called as template strand. So 2 strands are separated, only one strand is used, and that particular strand is known as template strand. Now, in this second structure, you all can see the template strand has various nucleotides present on it, and this template strand, on top of this mRNA strand is formed, where the thymine is replaced by what? Uracil. The thymine is replaced by uracil. So the template strand and the mRNA strand are complementary, paired with each other. They are having complementary pairing. Thus, on the basis of this structure, we can say the sequence of nucleotides in mRNA being produced is always complementary to DNA strand used for synthesis. Understood? Okay. So, the mRNA formed is separated, and it goes out in cytoplasm and gets attached to ribosome on endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. Now, you all can see in this structure. So this is a cell, inside of which there is chromosome having DNA, which is made up of DNA, and this RNA is separated from this DNA strand. So new mRNA strand is formed. Now this mRNA goes out in the cytoplasm and gets attached on ribosome. This dark part which is on this endoplasmic reticulum, this dark part is known as ribosome, and these parts are called as amino acids. So the mRNA goes and attached on ribosomes. What are the ribosomes made up of? They are made up of rRNA, ribosomal RNA, and these ribosomes are the factories where the protein is synthesized. Got it? So protein is synthesized in ribosomes, where the mRNA gets attached, and this mRNA which comes from DNA brings coded message. It brings coded message from the DNA. So up to here, is it clear to everybody? Yes. And from here, tomorrow we'll continue with the next process, which is called as translation. Okay students, thank you.